Good evening, Purple family. Welcome to Shades of Purple, a Prince podcast. On tonight's episode, me and my husband, Maestro G, will be recalling our trip to Chanhassen and Minneapolis, Minnesota, where we went to, of course, Paisley Park and Mall of America. Overall, I want to say that it was a great trip. It was a very memorable trip. Paisley Park was definitely the high point, and of course, being that we're all Prince fans, I know that's what we care about. But I just want to say that Paisley Park was just amazing. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. It was everything that I wanted it to be. I almost teared up for a little second, but I'm actually surprised that I didn't get more emotional, given that I'm such a huge fan of Prince. But what surprised me about the actual building was that the rooms were kind of small. Wouldn't you say, babe?
Yeah, they was really tight, and but they ain't put so much memorabilia inside of each room because each room had like a different album that you could put in there. Like you would have
Yeah,
like Sign of the Times room, you would have a Purple Rain room, you'll have like what is
Diamonds
that?
and Pearls room.
Yeah, Diamonds and Pearls room. You at where they have like his outfits he wore on that tour or in the music videos, things like that, his writing, his paper that he wrote his songs with and things that, like certain familiar things that you have seen around Prince at the time or the era that he was making that music.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they set up the exhibits. Now, for those that don't know, they make you lock up your phone for the majority of the tour. Like they give you like a little pouch where you can lock your phone up because they don't allow you to take pictures of like the exhibits and things like that. And I knew that going into it. But and I think that it was better doing it like that because you could just be in the moment and just really just look at everything. And most of the stuff that you see on the tour, you can find online. Like like the videos of Prince, like the day he passed away when they went into Paisley Park. So you can see some of the stuff that you see on the tour that you're not allowed to take pictures of. But still, it was good. Like you can see all the plaques on the wall of the different albums and things like that. And you come to find out that there was a lot of other groups that um, recorded there, like REM and like other rock groups like that, and they have like their platinum, plaques and stuff on the wall and stuff like that. I don't know if he was uh like producing those albums or they were just there recording, but for what Tommy, our guy, told us, there would be like a lot of different groups that would come and use the studios there to record their songs and albums on.
Yeah, so the
Right, babe?
way Yeah, so the way that works, baby, is if the album does well, if you have any type of production, writer credit, or anything like that, you get a plaque because if that album goes good, you end up getting it as well because you get your
Oh.
percentage in your cut. So that's why they have them like, for example, REM made like I guess five, six platinum. Prince ended up getting a plaque as well because he has writing credit or he did something into with that album. So they get
Oh,
that
okay.
automatically. Yeah. So you
Yeah,
saw
see, I
that.
didn't know that.
Yeah. So you get that. You end up like getting artists like Tevin Campbell, which that went platinum for I'm Ready. I think it went multiple platinum. Those albums. You get Madonna's album, her first album with Prince kind of doing the thing. That went platinum.
Yeah, he went uncredited doing the guitar part for the song Like a Prayer. And so I didn't know that he was on that song, but that was on the wall, there.
Mhm.
So what I didn't see, and which has long been kind of like a conspiracy type theory in the Prince camp, was, and maybe you saw it, I didn't see it, but did you see anything about Janet Jackson's song, What Have You Done For Me Lately? Because supposedly there was supposed to be some type of plaque there for that song, but I didn't see it. Did you see it, babe?
Honestly, no, I did not see it. Maybe he
Okay.
felt some type of way about that album because the album did do well, but I think he kind of felt some type of way at that moment, so he probably didn't care to get that plaque. So
Okay.
because you also
I
didn't
don't know.
see, but you also did not see Sinead O'Connor's plaque either.
Who's black?
Sinead O'Connor.
Oh well, I mean that's all was originally his from the family. But yeah, maybe he put it up or put
I
it to the
mean,
side. But yeah,
writing
because I,
credit.
so yeah, because yeah, he got a writing credit for it, and they paid him, royalties for the song. But yeah, I didn't see that one either. But so I'm sure what they had displayed on the wall, as far as like platinum and gold, and that was only like a very small, percentage of the number of records and all that Prince has sold. So I was wondering, like, I guess that we should have asked the tour guide this, like, how do they choose what to display and what not to display? That would have been a good question. So we definitely need to go back. We've already talked about going back in the next 2 years or so, because I
Hmm.
would like to go to a celebration. But another thing that kind of stood out to me about Paisley Park was that it really smelled like lavender.
Hmm.
And a lot of people that knew Prince said that he always like smelled like lavender. Madonna said that he reeked of lavender. So that, and I don't know if that was done purposely. Did they? Because I don't remember seeing, like, I saw candles, but I saw the little electric candles out everywhere. So I didn't see like actual candles out, which makes sense to have the electric ones because it's safer, obviously. But I didn't see any like scented candles out anywhere. So I was wondering where that scent of lavender was coming from.
It was at the bottom of the wall. It's like a little thing that kind of blows out the air, kind of like the air fin thing. I seen
Oh,
it.
you saw it? Okay.
Oh yeah, it
Okay.
was just kind of blowing out laughing. Kind of like when you the ones you put in your house and it kind of sprays out that stuff. Well, it's a continual blow of air coming out and
Okay.
make continuous lead throughout the building. So he had one in every scene of the building.
Oh, okay. Okay. But yeah, the building didn't appear to be as big either, is what I thought. Now the
Yeah, I
sound
was gonna
stage
talk
was a
about
pretty
that.
good size. Once you get to the sound stage, yeah, the sound stage is huge. But but before all that, like the rooms are really small. But when you think about it, Prince was kind of small, so he didn't really need big rooms. Like even the studios, I would think would be larger than what they were. Studio B was a pretty good size, and we were allowed to listen to some music, and they let you listen to Prince's raw vocals on the song "The Breakdown," and that's when I started to get a little teary eyed. I held it back, but there was another lady on the tour who was sniffling and kind of crying a bit because we did the ultimate experience for those who want to know which package we chose. And with the ultimate experience, you get to go to all of the studios, you get to go play on Princess Ping Pong table, you get to take a picture with the yellow guitar, the yellow cloud guitar. So we did all that. The only thing that I didn't get a chance to do, which I didn't realize, was I wanted to take a picture. There's a big picture in the ping pong room, or is that like studio? Was that one of the studios? Studio A?
Yeah, it was
Or
studio A. It was the the room where he plays his ping pong outside the
yeah,
studio, so you can hear the music and still record. And when the recording goes off, he can play his ping pong or take pictures for the album
right.
art and stuff.
So, and many of you've probably seen this on the page, but there's these big like pictures of Prince with Third Eye Girl. And so, what I wanted to do, I wanted to take the guitar pick. Me and Gabe did do that, but I wanted to take a picture of me and Gabe and like me in the middle between him and Prince, so I could say I'm in between my two favorite men. But I didn't get a chance to do that because I didn't realize once everybody went through the line to take their guitar picks that was the only picture we were going to take in the room. So that was my fault. So next time I'll know to try to get in my two pictures. But like I said, Tommy, the tour guide, he told so many different stories, and I mean it was really really a nice time. And then we got
Mhm.
to eat after the sound stage. We sat in the little purple couch, took pictures over there, and then we ate the turtle cheesecake that Prince really liked because he had a really bad sweet tooth, as many of you know. And they still have a no eating meat on the premises, so they didn't have any like meat products or anything like that. They had like a little barista kind of setup where you could get coffee, iced coffee or hot coffee, and I didn't really see any food other than the cheesecake though, right?
There was other foods there, but it was just the cheesecake was a dessert there. They had sandwiches and wraps and things like that up there.
Oh, okay, okay.
I just
I guess
wanted to
I. Oh
see
yeah, over
can
there in the refrigerator.
yeah. I just wanted the cheesecake because that was the thing they were talking about the most, and I just like I love cheesecake, so that's why I went for the cheesecake instead. But I wanted them to say some more. When we went there, I thought the building was a lot bigger compared to what we seen in the videos and television. Because when we seen it, I was like, "Oh, it's nice," but I thought it was so much bigger because the way you
Yeah,
would see it on music videos, you would think the place is huge. It's a
right.
nice size, but it's not as big as what you would think when you get there.
Yeah, that was probably the most shocking thing for me is that it is not the rooms are not that big and it's not as like the floor that has his symbol on it, like the tile floor. It's that space is not that big. Like I was thinking it was like this huge space, and it's really not that big. It's really not. Like I said, the only big area is the sound stage. That sound stage is pretty huge. But outside of the sound stage, everything else is just like really, really small. And I was just like, so I didn't ask about going upstairs, and I know you can't go upstairs because that was his personal space. But I wonder if the rooms upstairs are as small as the ones downstairs. But I didn't get around to asking about that. But what did you and Tommy talk about? Because I do know that the only question I asked was, now we know a couple of weeks back, well about a month or two ago, back
Mm.
in Prince's birthday, so
A
about 2 months
celebration
ago.
time. Celebration
Yeah, during
time.
the celebration, Sheila was trying to arm her way into Paisley Park. She wanted to do a live and promote her concert that she had coming up, and they denied her that access. And she had threatened that she wanted to take her drum set that's on display at Paisley Park away from Paisley Park. And so I asked our tour guide
Tour guide.
Tommy because yeah, they had the Sign of the Times display, and there was a drum set in the display for Sign of the Times. And I asked Tommy, I
Yeah.
was like, "Is that the drum set that Sheila's talking about wanting to get from y'all?" And he was just like, "Yep." But talk about what you and Tommy talked about.
Honestly, me and Tommy got to talking about a couple of things. The first thing I asked him was how if Prince sees you as a worker and he knows your name, and will he be doing having you run around doing kind of the most to do whatever he wanted you to do? And he told me like I never heard that story before, and I never had to do nothing like that. But I guess at the time he was probably brand new when he was coming in, and Prince was kind of transitioning to his last days or so. So who knows on that one. But and then the other thing I wanted to ask him is just more about just how crazy that all these albums and everything up here and things like that. I was just amazed of how they got so much time, how much he stayed in there for so long, and just how much he created with the music. And I was just like, so he had something going on with every room and just created all the music within a week's time. And he was just like, that's really impressive. And he was really honest
Yeah,
about everything I asked.
yeah, I mean, Prince was so prolific to the point where he was just recording, 24 hours a day, and he would be using all the studios. Like he would be recording something in Studio B, Studio A, and then he really started using a Studio C, which is mostly digital. He talked about Tommy talked about Lizzo recording in Studio C for the Third Eye Girl album, Plintum Electrum, I think is how you say it, for that song "Boy Crazy." She recorded in there, and so I mean, all of the studios were always. I mean, he always had something going on, like 24/7. Like if he wasn't doing a concert, he was recording. I mean, it's crazy how much. And then Tommy pointed out anytime that you are hearing a Prince record, 70 to 100% of the time, he said, it's Prince doing everything on that record. Everything from playing all the instruments to, uh, doing the bass line, the vocals, everything, the backup vocals. He told this one story where he said that Prince had hired some backup singers for this one-off show that he was doing at Paisley Park, and he did like 17 tracks of backup vocals, and it was only five of them. And one of the ladies was complaining like he has all these backup tracks and it's only five of us. So, and then he showed us a video of a performance that he did of the Beautiful Ones back in 2002 that I don't know if that's on YouTube or not. I've never seen that one, so that might be an exclusive that we got to see. Have you seen that on YouTube?
No, no, he said it was an
Okay.
exclusive, baby, and there was two videos. It was not just 2002. He had one like in like '83 as well, because it
Yeah,
was
it was 85. It was 85
that
during
was
the Purple
85.
Rain tour, I think. Hmm.
Yeah, because he was showing just the way he did that song. He should strap baby on the right side. Um, well, how he was raising his what he was doing on his thing was he was singing, but he wasn't singing like his regular ad libs to the song that we hear from the album. So he was singing more emotional from those two
Yeah,
songs. And he was and Tommy was saying these ones were kind of kept in the vault and never to be released. But he said we got our guy that does the video working on it. So he said I got a personal one that I only show y'all. And but it's probably part of the tour. But it's one of those
yeah,
videos that he with Prince he's showing more depth in his emotion when he was singing the song than being kind of, doing a third person. You can see that he was truly emotional when he did it the first time. And the second time, he just did it in that same type of way he did it the first time in '85. But he
yeah.
did it more kind of like it was more kind of like more of an R&B sound than a rock sound.
Yeah. Yeah, he was able to switch it up because the Beautiful Ones is it's different genres of music. It's you can see it as a rock ballad, you can see it as an R&B ballad. Like it's so he was able to switch the flow up and it was really nice to see that. And like I said, just so finally when we got to the sound stage, of course they have the video of Prince doing the Super Bowl and you were able to take pictures and video and all that and sit on the purple couch and just kind of relax. And it was a really good time. It didn't feel like it was 3 hours though. It really felt like it just was. I don't know. It seemed to go by really kind of fast to me. And I definitely wanted to stay a little bit longer. And we end up going after we left Paisley. We left our car at the in the parking lot, and we went down to Riley Creek to see the memorial that's down there. And it was really touching. I mean, there's still so many little trinkets of different memorials to Prince out there, and I took some
Mhm.
video that I put up on the Facebook page, and it was just like it was it was really nice. It was really nice. But talk about, babe, what the security guard told you about why the hedges and the grass is so. I mean, the grass out there is so tall. Like I'm 5'2", and it was over my head out there on the side of the road. So talk about what he told you about why that is.
Well, actually, it was like when we was leaving the area when you was ready to call it a day. I got to talking to the guy a little bit, and we was basically chopping it up about what happened. And he was basically telling me they didn't cut it is because the city of Chanhassen had an issue with Prince due to Prince wanted to buy more land over there, and he wanted to open up his own, I think, drink bar and some more stuff in that area where he was, but the city didn't want him to have that. So they basically kind of had issues with Prince, and they just were basically being honestly racist to him. From what the guy was telling me, he's like they
Wow.
just didn't want to give him any type of props more than he had. He's like, okay, we appreciate the money you bringing into the city, but we really don't want you to buy so much in our city, which is kind of messed up. Because I'm like, bro, that's hometown. He from there, so
Right. And he's bringing a lot of money to your little town.
yeah,
He could have built his mansion in Minneapolis if he wanted to. He
yeah.
didn't have to come 20, 30 minutes north of his home, but he chose to do that. And the only reason, people know about Chanhassen is because of Prince. And so for the city people, I mean, the city directors or whoever to deny him buying, more land is crazy to me when he is the sole reason probably why people come out there.
Yeah, it is. It really is kind of tragic that they would just leave it just to just get so bad just while weeds and everything else. And I'm like, people really can't get a good look at that because after a while it's gonna be a 20-year thing, and people gonna want to see all the dedications and the love and the memorial that they sent him. So that's something that needs to be shown. from people that's
Yeah,
trying to get.
I would hate for Yeah, I would hate for all of that stuff to get overgrown. I know that on some of the Prince pages, some of the Prince fans who live close by, they try to come out there and kind of clean up the area a little bit just so it can be, at least presentable, which is really nice. But I really, I wish that, they had more help from the city of Chanhassen to kind of fix it up and, keep it neat and clean. There have been one or two Prince fans that have recently passed away. Like this guy, well, no, he passed away a couple of years ago. This guy called the Pancake Man or something, and he would come out to Riley Creek and kind of clean up the area a little
Mm-hmm.
bit for people to make it nice for the people that come to see it. And so, and there was another Purple brother that passed away recently that would kind of stay out in the area and kind of clean up around Paisley Park and so we just need more Purple Family to, be more proactive that stay in that area to kind of, make sure that it stays up as best they can anyway.
Yeah. So guys, if y'all got any weed eaters or cutters or whatever, it would be nice if y'all could, do do something nice for maybe help out because see the city ain't gonna help out. So it's up to us to really keep his house alive and keep it going and keep it strong and beautiful as the way he left it. So even in the
Right.
video we saw, he was like, "Y'all in my house, y'all gonna make sure my house look good, protect my house."
That's what he
In the
said.
video.
That's what he said.
Hmm.
Yeah, there was a little video before the tour really kicked off. We go to this little room and you see a video about Prince, which most people who are on the tour, of course, we are already know about Prince and who he is. But it's just like an introduction for people who may not be as familiar with Prince. And at the very end, he says, "This is my house. I want you to, respect my house and just this is your house too. But you know." like you said, respect my house and keep my house,
Hmm.
good, upkeep it. And as far as the upkeep, I did kind of notice though, and I don't know if you did too, but it was kind of hot a little bit. Like I don't know if the AC was working. And like now the sound stage was cool. It was very cool in the sound stage, but there
Hmm.
were other parts of Paisley Park where it was a little hot. Do you agree or disagree with that?
It wasn't that bad for me. Maybe it was for you. You was probably hot a little bit, but I was alright.
Maybe it's me. Maybe it's hormones. I don't know. I mean, but it just seemed like some certain rooms were a little hot. And I know that in the past, some other people have kind of complained about, you know, uh, the upkeep of Paisley Park is not where it's supposed to be as far as like HVAC issues and things like that. So I just, kind of remember some people saying that, but it wasn't like hot, hot. I mean, it was still like it was, it was okay, So I don't want to make it seem like it was just, oh my God, unbearable. No, it was fine. Um, but I just, like I said, I just loved everything about the tour. Like I really didn't want to leave, honestly, but I knew that we had
Mhm.
to. Oh, babe, talk about the little Asian lady that was in the cafe.
Gladly. Okay, so as soon as we got from the sound stage, we took pictures and we had the Prince water they had already with Coke and things like that. They had a water bottle with the Paisley Park on the water bottle, which was cool. And we kind of sat down at a purple couch and everything, took pictures of the car, the symbol that lights up in the sound stage. So we went to the second stage, right? And that's when the tour ended. So it was a lady sitting there, right? The Asian lady, very quiet, whatever. So
And
I'm
this
gonna
is the
say,
MBT Music Lounge. Is This is where this
lounge,
is.
yeah, but that's also another sound stage too. So that's the second one. When he wants to do like his private, uh,
Yeah,
acts and things like that. Like if he don't feel like doing the big, he can do it in there, where he can get some of the
yeah, yeah,
sound
yeah,
on too. So what he did was, yeah, he had a bottle just like that, but it had the paisley on it. Excuse me.
yeah.
So basically, the lady was pretty much chill. So what she did was, we kind of looked around and we were looking at in the background. It was a thing for the what's it, the Rainbow Children, and it
Rainbow
was a
Children,
thing
like
for
the
like
album cover.
the album cover, but it was a thing you could take pictures of. And we were looking at it, the lady like, "You want me to take a picture? I would gladly take a picture." So I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's take a picture." So She took a picture, you know what I mean? Took about three, four pictures. And the way she was holding the camera, I thought she was putting up. So I'm like, oh well, that's not where we at, but okay, maybe she taking a picture of the background. I don't know. So she took the picture, right? And then after that, she just sat down and kind of waited. Like Prince is coming or something. Like
Not like Prince
and,
is
and
coming.
then I was just like, she been here for a while because everybody else was moving into the what's today. She's sitting down like Prince about to come out, waiting on the
Like
concert.
she waiting on him to perform. Like it was so kind of creepy and weird. But I did notice that the security guard was kind of like keeping his eye on her because he was keeping his eye on us. Like he came in when we sat down eating our cheesecake. He was like, "Hey, are you guys here for the 12:30 tour?" And I was like, "No, we just came from the 9 o'clock tour." So I mean, so he was kind of keeping abreast of everything that was going on, but yeah, she was just kind of just sitting around. And I'm just like, I just had a feeling that she had been there like a long time.
I think so too. She might be one of them people that probably think Prince is gonna come out. God bless her heart. And Prince has been
Somebody
dead
need
for a
to tell her
while,
he gone.
so she probably just like he's coming.
Or maybe she just likes being there. I'm pretty sure, like a lot of places like that, a lot of museums, they probably have like regulars that come like every day because we found out that you can come straight like through to the gift
Gift shop.
store. Like they'll let you, yeah, the gift shop. Like you can go directly into the gift shop if you need to. If you're not taking a tour or whatever, they'll let you come in through the gift shop door because Gabe had to go back in to use the bathroom and he was able to go back in through that way. So there, she might just be somebody who just comes, into the gift store and then like once you go past the gift store, that's where the little MBG Music Club lounge is. And you can get like your little snacks and drinks and stuff. So she might come over there like a couple of times a week, you know, and just chilling out at Paisley Park. And I mean, to be honest, I don't think I could blame her because I mean, I think that I would probably do that too.
I don't
So,
know if you need to go every
um,
day though. That'd be kind of weird, baby. Go
yeah, not
every
every
day.
day. That would be kind of excessive for sure.
Right.
For sure, that would be excessive.
Yeah.
Um,
They have to be calling
but
me like,
yeah,
you need to get your wife. Cause she been there yesterday, the day before yesterday. She ain't even spending money. She just here.
she's just here.
Just
Yeah,
here. I mean, baby, ain't no
yeah,
Prince is not here, baby. In my mind, he is. He performed.
yeah. That's what I'll be saying too. Like, but I just want to be here because I know he was here. So I'm just gonna stand. I'm just gonna sit in here in the lounge.
Yeah. So, and guys,
Oh,
y'all definitely got to go check it out. The gift shop was really cool too. We got a lot of stuff. Also, we got a lot of stuff from the Prince store, also in the airport as well. So we definitely got to talk about
yes,
what happened in the Prince store in the airport that they were talking so much about. So explain your spending
yes.
habit at Paisley and how much you have.
Okay, so I spent quite a bit. I'm not gonna say how much, okay, but I spent quite a bit. Okay, I spent, around. I think I spent around the same amount in both places, both at Paisley and at the airport shop. I did also take some video of the airport shop as well,
Hmm.
and it was nice. It was really, really nice. Like for it to just to be in the airport, I got a few T-shirts from there. I got some earrings, some other jewelry. I got this little cheap symbol necklace that broke while I was at Paisley Park. I was just like, because I kind of tugged on it a little bit, and I mean, it was just like a little cheap little chain. I think that's why it messed up like that. But
Which I,
yeah,
which I thought my wife would have got her newer chain, the thicker one that I bought, the one with the
which
diamonds
is
in it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, Gabe bought me one, a purple one, purple and gold one that had purple diamonds in it. And do you know my crazy self? I forgot both of those because I have two symbol necklaces. And for some reason, I didn't bring either one to the trip, which is I forgot to pack them. I packed my earrings, I packed some other stuff, but I didn't pack that. So crazy, I know. Crazy.
Yeah. But like I said, that's why I told her at the end of the day I wouldn't worry about the little one because you got two good ones at home. So
Yeah.
that's why I would tell you, like, babe, we just need to get the bigger ones because the little ones, those things, the necklaces are cheap. You just might well just get the symbol and just put it on the car or something. It's just possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But we also went to after we left Paisley, we went to First Avenue as well, and we took pictures there. We also took pictures of the mural that's right across the street from First Avenue. We took pictures by, of course, Princess Gold Star, but we also took pictures of other stars like the Time, the Revolution. They even had a red star for George Floyd on the side door over there that we took a picture of. So that was really nice. We didn't go in because I really didn't want to go in. I just kind of wanted to stay outside and take pictures. I don't know if we even could have went in,
It was
but
closed.
there was. It was closed. Okay,
Yeah, they
I didn't
you know
even
they
check.
open up at night. They open up at a certain time at night.
Yeah, okay. Because there was like a group of like teenagers outside, like they had a blanket and they was like having like a picnic lunch in the front door of First Avenue.
Right. Like I was just like, they hip. I call them hipsters. They just kind of just hang out
Yeah,
and what they want to do. They was having Subway there and just sitting around. I was just like, oh, we just sit in front avenue and just eat. Okay. So I mean, that's what the young
right.
kids do. That's they probably like, oh, this is cool. This is history. So they just say, hey, I'm gonna just eat here. So they did that. And it was kind of hot too. So they did it. I took a
Hmm.
picture also of Alexander O'Neal because I like him as an artist as well. So they had those, and you got, of course, Morris Day and the Time and everything else. So basically, everybody and then some has been at First Avenue. So we definitely there is some more stars that doesn't have anybody at all yet that we definitely need to check out. Is everything okay on your side?
Yeah, yeah. It's just that your connection was kind of going in and out, so hopefully everything's okay. Um,
Yeah, it's
but
been
I'll
doing
have
that
to
with
check
yours.
it. But
Yeah, I've been doing that with yours as well, so I don't know.
okay, well we'll check it out. But yeah. But so yeah, after First Avenue, we just went and got something to eat, and then just kind of went back to our hotel. But you
Uh-uh.
guys, they
Nope, you're wrong. We went to the Electric Fetus, right?
oh yes, yes. How can I forget? Yeah, we went to the
Yeah.
Electric Fetus, and Gabe loves record stores, so he stayed in there for a
Record
very long
Stone.
time.
It's Record
Record
Stone.
store.
Yeah.
Record store. He stayed in the Electric Fetus record store for a long time. And the I chose the Electric Fetus because that is the last record store that Prince went to just a few months before he passed away. And they actually showed me the very spot where he checked out his last records when I went and asked about that. And it's a nice little store. I mean, and you can tell it's kind of old because it has creaky wood floors in certain spots. But it has, but it's just all, very nostalgic because there's not a lot of record stores around anymore. And so I
Hmm.
know that Gabe, when he gets into a record store, it's like a kid in a candy store. So,
Yes, I love old music, old CDs. I miss those things like that because I used to love buying CDs as a kid, and I used to love looking at the booklet and the information and the pictures, things like that. We don't have that anymore. It's like when you get an album, you just see the cover and that's all you get, and maybe the back of it. But nowadays, you just open. If you do open the booklet, there's nothing. There's no pictures. There's no thank you notes. There's nothing. It just they don't really put creativity into their music and album covers anymore. So
yeah,
when you get to see that, those are the things that really impress me because that's how you see the art into their music and the art or they put in their pictures and the art of just the whole package of what you're buying. So a good package always
right.
makes me want to buy an album quick. But like, oh, this CD look like it'll be fire, and let me go ahead and listen to a couple of songs, and then that be something that you got to check out. So I love being in there. I just love the nostalgia of it. I just love just the smell of old records. It was just amazing to me. Like I love going to the old record stores. So shout out to Electric Fetus.
Yeah. Yes, it was a really, really nice store, and I could see why Prince really liked it. And of course, they had a lot of Prince memorabilia and stuff in there that I purchased. So, like I said, I really got broke getting all type of Prince stuff. That was kind of,
We
I guess, the goal.
we both got broke.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sorry. We both got broke because Gabe spent most of his money buying like as far as like with print stuff, like CDs and stuff like that for me because I've been building up on my Prince music collection. So at Paisley Park we bought or he bought One Night Alone because I had been looking for that for a while. And then what else did we get at Paisley Park as far as CDs?
About one night alone, we bought Dirt Eye Girl. I
Oh
bought
yeah.
let me see what's the other one I bought. I bought New Power Soul album, the MP3 one New Power Soul, and I bought the Artificial Age album.
Artificial Age. Yeah,
Yeah.
Artificial Age. Yeah, we
So
bought that at
uh,
Paisley.
so I
So,
bought four of the albums that we did not have. So now we just probably got like three or four left to buy in the store.
yeah, we got to buy the last two albums, Hit and Run Phase 1 and Hit and Run Phase 2. And I could have got both of those. I think they were both at Electric Fetus, but
They were.
uh, yeah, but at that point we had bought a lot. So I was just kind of like, yeah, we'll get them another day.
Yeah, but because we basically have collected every album from the last 2 years, possibly or three. So
Yeah, we've
uh,
gotten the majority of his albums now. We're just like a couple of albums short, I think, of the whole collection as far as during his lifetime. Because during his lifetime, he had 39 albums, and so I think we've got a good like maybe 35, 36 of those now.
right. So yeah, so we just got only a couple more to go.
But after Electric Fetus,
We probably, hopefully, might get that done maybe next year or the end of this year. We'll just have to see what happens
yeah,
because you
yeah,
got to
well, but
remember,
we're getting close.
right? Because you got to remember, we got to get the albums like the chocolate. What is it called? Chocolate. What is
The
it?
Chocolate Invasion and the
Chocolate Invasion.
Slaughterhouse. Chocolate Invasion and Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, the Slaughterhouse, Chocolate Invasion. I saw news there. I did see news, and I didn't get the chance to get news.
Yeah.
So we got to get news and
Yeah, a
Slaughterhouse.
lot of the jazz stuff, because like Madhouse 8 and Madhouse 16, I think those are still unreleased as far as like, um, well, I know they've been released, but I don't think they've been put on like CD or anything like that that I know of.
You might can get on Amazon. We'll have to see if it's on Amazon to buy. 'Cause that's why a lot of the albums I be finding, they're kind of special. You might
Yeah,
find it on there. So we probably can
right,
do that. Like that means we got to go from the MPG stuff. Like we got to get Exodus as well, and there's a couple of more albums we have to check out.
right. So, in addition to all the Prince stuff we did, we also went to Mall of America, which it was great. I liked it. There was a lot to see and a lot to do there, especially for families because they have like the roller coasters and the Ferris wheel and all the like the amusement stuff for kids. They also have an aquarium, which we didn't get a chance to go to the aquarium, but we did go to the movie theater that they have there. I mean, it's just so much stuff to do and see there. They've got all kind of restaurants and like hundreds of stores. So it's a lot to do. So I definitely want to try to go back and check that out in the future. We ended up going twice because our plane got canceled Sunday, and so we didn't end up leaving until Monday. But that's a whole nother story that I really don't want to get into unless you want to talk about it,
Nah, I'm kind of good on that because
babe.
that's a memory that need to be left alone as is. I say it like this: I would love to go back to the Mall of America again because there was definitely some stores I wanted to check out. But at the time, I think it was a lot that was kind of overwhelming at that moment. So it kind of made us
Yeah,
not really enjoy the experience as much as we could have. So,
right.
so I just say it
But
like
it
this:
was still nice.
yeah, there's some good stuff in there. It was kind of expensive. I ain't gonna lie. I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But but
Yeah.
if you do have a family and you want to bring your kids out to see a roller coaster in the mall and all that type of stuff, and they got like an M&M store with all M&Ms in different colors, and you can pick it any color you want and things like that, and they got all type of places that you be like, wow, that's in the mall. Yes, it's in the Mall of America. So,
Yeah.
gosh, you definitely have to check that out as it's a pastime to kind of get things out the way and just enjoy. So definitely check out the Mall of America. Shout out to Malls of America. Shout out to the train that took us back and forth. I'll say it like this: it was a good
Metro
ride.
Line. Yeah.
I ain't gonna say more than that because I'm not gonna say. I just say it like this: we had a good ride to go and went back and forth, and we
Yeah, and I didn't know anything about the Metro line because had I did, I would like we could have took the Metro line to the airport and we could have stayed at and they stopped at this American Boulevard in Minneapolis. For those who of course live there, you know what I'm talking about. But American Boulevard is right over there by the airport and they have all these hotels and we could have stayed at one of those well actually we did stay at a hotel that wasn't too far from there. But we could have stayed at one of those hotels and just took the Metro line to back and forth from um, Mall of America and the airport, you know. But, you know, you learn, you live and you learn, you grow. So that was a learning experience. And it was cool. It was real cool.
yeah, it was. It was an experience. Like I said, I would definitely love to try it again. Because guys, I don't know if my wife can really explain that. Being going on the trip was my first airplane ride to go to
Hmm.
Minneapolis, and it wasn't bad. The only thing I didn't like was the when you went up in the air and just your ears are pop like crazy, like popcorn, like it was just pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, your
Pop.
ears popping. Yeah.
Yeah, it just felt like, Lord, what happened? Felt like a firecracker went shot in my ear. So, other than that, the ride was cool, and we also learned to do first class as well. We went through coach and then did first class, so that was a plus. So we did experience both sides of it, and I can understand why people like first class a lot better. So, so at the end of the
Yeah, it was
day,
nice.
yeah, so at the end of the day, guys, definitely go check out Paisley Park. It is an amazing trip to go to. You learn a lot about Prince that you didn't know. As talk to Tommy, talk to the security guards, talk to everybody, and everybody has different information. And guys, you get to see some things like you see Prince clothes, you see his little shoe collection. We saw his little shoes backed up, and then I was like, his feet is so little, man. And like, what do he wear, a four? So I was just like,
I think he wear like a five or five and a half, six. I think is what they said his shoe size was, and his waist was like a 26.
yeah, at least
I
probably
mean, I
like,
knew Chris was small,
but yeah,
but like when you really see his clothes, like you see, he was itty. He was tiny. He was
you
tiny,
hug that man,
tiny.
you hug that man too hard. He basically crack.
Yeah, he might break. Like, oh, but he was such a giant on stage, though. That's what's so crazy.
Yeah, so could you imagine why he was performing, jumping, half the stuff is just in Paisley Park and the things he did, and he had his movie done there. Like it's crazy that he did his movie Graffiti Bridge right at his home.
Yeah, he did that right there. Yeah, in Paisley Park and on the sound stage, which is
Right.
crazy that he shot a whole movie on the sound stage.
Which is
And
crazy.
they did parts of the Sign of the Times concert film there too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So we witnessed,
crazy.
yeah, we witnessed purple history, guys. We really did,
Yeah.
and that was
So
really
highly recommend it. 10 out of 10 for the tour. Any Prince fam, I highly recommend it. Please, please, please go take the ultimate experience. Go ahead and pay the $200. It's very well worth it. It's worth the money if you are a super Prince fan like me and my husband. So check that out for sure.
definitely. And don't forget to take a souvenir with you guys. We got the gloves, we got the water bottle from the place, and everything else. Definitely, those are things,
Hmm.
those to definitely keep. And don't forget to play ping pong out there because they let you play ping pong at Prince. uh, ping pong
on
table.
Prince's ping pong table, and I discovered that I suck at playing ping pong,
Yeah,
like really, really bad.
yeah. It was
I'm
embarrassing.
terrible. I'm terrible.
It was embarrassing, but we made it through it. It was people just as bad, so it's all good. I was wondering what
Yeah,
happened to the purple ball, which I think somebody took it, because he had a
yeah.
purple ball, a yellow ball. He two favorite color with the yellow and the purple. We played with the yellow, and guys, if y'all do watch the video here that's at Paisley, it's underneath the sound equipment. 'Cause my wife docked it into the sound equipment, so I couldn't reach it. So I do
Somebody might
apologize.
find it. Somebody might find the little yellow ball. Okay,
Yeah.
somebody will probably
Now
find
the
it.
purple one, I think somebody took that thing. I'm sorry, because that was nowhere to be found.
Yeah, we didn't ever see no purple one.
Yeah,
So
because that was his favorite ball, the
a purple
purple ball.
ball.
So we have
Is
fun.
that what Tommy said, or is that what you think?
No, remember they talked about it like in one of the things that he had different colors, and the purple ball was his favorite one, and the yellow.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, yeah, somebody took that purple ball.
Somebody knew about that purple ball. Like, hey, we got to take this. I'm sorry. If I can't take nothing else, this ball got to go.
Crazy.
But guys,
Well, I think I'm gonna end it there. Go ahead, babe.
but I was going to say, guys, definitely check out Paisley Park. It is an amazing place. Get to talk to people. Get to see everything that's in there. Look at his accomplishments, his awards. Get to know Prince as not just a genius, not just an artist, but as the man he was and the man that he left, becoming an icon and a legend for many to see and many to be inspired by for years to come. So you should always go and go learn your research. Young people, check out Prince. It's not just off YouTube, but listen to his music, listen to his catalog, and that is pure artistry at its purest form. So, guys, definitely learn something
Absolutely.
from Prince and learn to uh, master your craft and become the best artist that you can be. And that's what Prince wanted you to be, an artist that's not just a singer, not just a dancer, but a whole package as one. And learn the game,
Absolutely.
and learn, yeah, and learn to get the own your master class. Learn
The business, yeah, the
the
business of
business
music,
side, right?
about like earning, your publishing and your masters and all that, because that became so important to Prince, during his people Warner Brothers, and then he always encouraged other artists to go get their money, make sure that they're getting paid what they're supposed to get paid with their publishing and their royalties and all that. All that is so important to keep in mind because nowadays, I mean, these artists aren't really making what they're worth in their money. They're really not. That's why they're having to branch out and, do other things, get all these endorsements and things like that, and create their own clothing lines and own their perfume and, makeup lines and stuff like that because there's just not enough money, in music itself. So go out and if you're a musician, use Prince, as a inspiration, and just do your thing. The sky is the limit, is what I say.
Absolutely. So, guys, we want to thank you for taking the time to enjoy Shades of Purple or Prince podcast with my wife Veronica and me, Maestro G. This is something we'll definitely got to go back and do a part two again. Hopefully, in 2 years, I would love to go find more information about Prince and see what changes are happening to Paisley Park, and maybe that little Asian lady will still be there. We'll have to see. We have to catch up with her and see.
Maybe we'll have to try to go to the celebration,
Oh
maybe
yes,
in 26,
we
27,
got to.
maybe 26 because 26 will mark 10 years since his death. So maybe by 26 we can try to go to the celebration and then we can report back to you guys about how the celebration was. So I
Yes.
think let's try to plan that, babe, for
Yeah,
26 to
I'm
go to
with
the
it.
celebration.
I am definitely with it. I would love to get the chance to meet like the people that work with him, from the Morris Hayes to the Tonys to the Maites, even Sheila E. If she ain't still trying to be paid about them drum sets. So we'll
She
see.
gonna come up with something every year now, and it's just gonna piss me off. I don't even want to get started on that because Sheila E is a piece of work now to me. Like that was just so uncalled for. the stuff she did on his birthday this year. But I don't even want to get into that because I'm trying to end the show. So
Go ahead.
don't get me started on Sheila with the E. Okay, she wants to live the pettiest life. Okay, and I'm not here for it. Okay,
No.
I am not here for it.
Hello.
So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna sign off here, you guys. Up next on the podcast, I'm finally going to get together and get myself together rather and do my top 10 favorite guitar solos from Prince. I'm also going to start rereading my taste book so I can review that. And I'm going to go back and look at some more lyrics and more songs and talk about the origins of some of the songs and go back to doing that. I think I have to do one for Little Red Corvette. I took a poll on the page many moons ago now and asking what song that you guys want me to do like an origin story episode about. And y'all chose Little Red Corvette because I did one for Why You Want to Treat Me So Bad. So now I'm going to go back and do one for Little Red Corvette.
Mhm.
So I've got that coming out. I'm going to try to record every Sunday. I'm going to try to do something every Sunday or every other Sunday. But we'll see. We'll just see how it goes, you guys. So thank you, my honey, my babe, for joining me on this episode. And check out Maestro G and his page, Indomitable Soul. We do something. We try to do something on Monday with two of our other friends. We go live on Instagram, so check us out. We're going to be live tomorrow, talking about different current events and music and entertainment and things like that. So check us out on Instagram, Maestro G.
Yep, Maestro T presents Indomitable
So
Soul at 6 p.m. on Instagram. You guys can follow me at Hey Gabe 1983 all together. Hey Gabe 1983. Follow me on that, and you will get a chance to watch the live reaction and live presentation of our group as one of Maestro presents Indomitable Soul. It's a good show, guys. Y'all definitely should check it out.
and also follow the page of the podcast rather on Instagram. It's a shades underscore purple podcast. Once again, it's shades underscore purple podcast on Instagram. So until I see you guys again, peace and be wild, and may you live to see the dawn. Bye.
Peace out.